Yo.
What took you so long?
I had to freaking log back into this damn Anchor.
Hold up.
Yep.
Let's see if this is better.
Almost forgot my password, bro.
I can hear you now. Can you hear me?
I hear you loud and clear.
All right, cool. For some reason, let me fix my headset. I had to use the headset again, but whatever. What were you saying, dude? Your fucking podcast, or you couldn't log in?
Yeah, I had to log in through my Gmail, so I had to remember my password and shit.
I have Google autosave all that shit, dude. It's like autosave everything.
That's what I need to do.
I have like only fucking couple passwords, but it just autosaves.
Hell yeah.
The fuck did you want to talk about? Trump or more just everything?
Man, we're talking about Trump, bro.
Trump. Fucking idiot.
Freaking guy. My guy, Trump.
Your guy, dude. The fuck, you're crazy. I told we're talking about. Is that too loud, bro? Before I keep going.
Yeah, that's way too loud.
All right, I think it's. Hold up. Let me try it like this. Can you hear me now? Yo.
Sounds terrific.
Yeah, but why do you sound so low, dude?
I sound low now? Okay.
It didn't like that. Oh, you know what it is? Hold up. Might be. Well, hold on. Yeah. Are you on speaker or no?
No. I'm on headset.
You know what it is, dude? I could plug my mic in, but I don't have to keep the mic right next to my fucking head. I don't know. How's it better now, though?
It sounds perfect.
All right. Last time I did this with you, I put the mic like right to my mouth because that's how I would do it with gaming.
Giving the mic a freaking blowjob?
Yeah, well, I don't know, dude. The fuck, man? I don't know.
No wonder it was so...
No lube.
Yeah.
No lube at all. Just fucking straight ball cocking it. Trump,
no guy. My guy Trump, bro.
So I was saying right before we did this, because we both want to do a podcast, but I don't know, dude. He's a fucking idiot. I'm not gonna hide. He's a fucking idiot. I'll go down the list why if you want, but it's pretty much.
He's genius. He's terrific.
After everything I just told you, dude, you still think he's genius?
Yeah, man. I think he represents America in the greatest way.
Yeah, in a retard way, or just money?
Money.
I don't know, dude. I still say that he got all his money from his fucking dad, and I know people aren't gonna agree to this because I hate going over things in my head. I just said them, but.
So you believe that Trump hasn't made a cent on his own?
No, I'm not saying that. I believe not on his own. I believe he had to get people to sell this idea. He's selling his name. I mean, that's the bottom line.
And that's all he's selling is his name.
What else could he sell? His name is out there. I mean, he had to start somewhere, but he had to start. He had to get. He's not as smart as people make him out to believe. That's all. That's what I think about it. Bottom line, because he's a fucking idiot, and I can see by his body language and everything.
Breaking that down. His body language?
It's behind. Okay.
What body language?
It's the way he talks to people. Like, he's just a fucking idiot. Like, he wouldn't be able to get this far without getting people behind him who are smart. Now, you might say that's a genius move, but to me, I say that's a common fucking. It's a common denominator. I can't speak now. It's common sense. It's common sense to do that. If I don't know something about something, I'm going to get somebody smart. Like for computers, if I don't know something about computer, I don't know everything. Like I gotta figure out how to work, how people do like computer shit, like Ed Snowden or something, Edward Snowden, whatever the fuck they do. Like I would get somebody like that, some genius for the computer. If I want somebody really good at a game, I would get a gamer. I would get me or somebody else. Somebody at sales, I would get myself. I would do that part. Or
you could do what most people do in America, and that I know, is say that, hey, it's fucking impossible. This shit can't be done.
It can be. That's a problem. But when you got $100 million given to you, almost anything is possible. Now, starting from zero or even a couple dollars, now that's a lot tougher.
But now look what you said now. You said Trump went bankrupt and all this bullshit, right?
Well, I didn't say. I said he's been going bankrupt with things. I don't know. I don't read
more
into
than
him
once.
that much. More than once, yeah. So, who do you think dug him out? Himself or the people around him? I don't know. Do you know?
If he's bankrupt, ultimately he has to dig himself out. People say, "Fuck you, you're an asshole."
But he already had people. He already had people behind the brand, dude. Like I told you, if you were going out and saying you took credit, if you were the guy in front of everything, I'm not going to come out and say, "Wait a minute, Dwayne, Swade Podcast and Swade Game, whatever you want to call yourself at that time." I'm not going to come out and dog you because I'm making money. if I take all the credit, I do all the sales, that's the name. That's your household name. I'm not going to come out and dog you about it. You got to put somebody in front.
But what if I'm a dickhead? I'm an asshole,
like
right?
Trump.
Like Trump.
Yeah, right.
And I had all this money, and I was walking around like I'm the shit. I'm the fucking main guy. And then all of a sudden, I'm worse than broke. I'm in debt now. I'm bankrupt.
Well, you still got your name.
I got my name, but I'm not even at zero. I'm at negative 10
how many
million.
does this name that you have? Okay, this name that you have though. How many people that you have friends with or colleagues with that have a shitload of money? A lot of people. Okay, yeah. Now forget that he got. I said take the name away from Trump. I didn't say take the money. Take the name away from Trump. I don't think he'd be nowhere near as successful as he is with today. Just take the name away from him. Even though you say he made his name, but I still think he did, but he didn't. If that makes any sense. I'm not saying he's a complete retard in every way. I just said he wouldn't get this far without people like me, like a salesman. I'm not saying I'm smart. I'm just at this one particular thing, doing sales, bullshitting people.
I think a man's reputation follows his name,
And by the way, if anybody out there doesn't know, yeah, I'm a bullshit artist. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm not out here doing a podcast to fucking make money or anything. There's a listener support. If you want to fucking click the button, click it. I don't really care. I do this just to vent. But Dwayne gets on here and makes me do this.
Yeah, click that button, subscribe, like everything, donate.
I love it, dude. I like follows, everything.
We love it, man.
Well, because you run out of shit to talk about after a while, dude. You sit there and you're like, why don't you do this on the podcast? I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. I might as well vent this about Trump on the podcast instead of venting just to you. And then I hang up. I'm like, all right, well, that was that. Now everybody can hear it.
I think all you Trump haters are just like bitter, sour, haters of successful people.
But you got to agree to some point. You said this before. You got to say that you said this is a genius move that people come in and help you. But I said that's common sense. But you've got to admit that doesn't take a very smart person to say, hey, you might need help with that $100 million. You know what I mean? Unless, like you said, some people get this money or something. Like I said lottery. You said they get the trust fund or something, right?
Yeah, inheritance. Yep.
And they blow it because they didn't do that stupid thing, or it's common sense to me, but maybe not to them. I don't know.
Because nobody feels like $10 million is going to run out.
Okay. Yeah,
everybody feels like they're so fucking smart.
Right. I mean, I don't know. Is this self-experience for you? Did you have $10 million, dude? What the fuck's going on? I never asked you this.
That's a great question.
$10 million, dude.
That's a great question.
Did I think you in the dirt when I said you were an idiot?
I didn't have 10 million, but I had 100,000. I blew through that shit.
Oh, 100, that's nothing, dude. I'm talking about 100 million.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you.
But still, if you had 100,000, that's not a lot. That's a lot to us, but I could see me going through that in X amount of time. That's not a lot of money today, dude. That's not a lot of money 10 years, 15 years ago. That's not a lot of money anyone ever get.
I agree with you. But do you think people know how to manage 100,000? How the fuck they going to manage 100 million?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah, exactly. They need people around them, and that's what I'm saying. Trump, I would personally see, I'm calling me an idiot because maybe 10 years ago, I would probably fuck, not 100 million. That's kind of hard to do, but I don't know.
You'd be surprised.
I'm saying even I could probably fuck that up, but I would be smart enough to make that decision saying, all right, I need people around me to manage this because I can't do it myself. I don't think that's a genius. It doesn't take a genius or somebody smart to do that. It's just common sense in the way I was brought up. That's just,
hell no, bro.
You said this. Put Trump in our world, what would happen, dude? In our world, like if surviving.
Yeah, put him at the bottom of the bottom. He probably would have survived.
Nope.
Take away his daddy and his money.
We don't know that for sure, but
yeah,
he wouldn't be where he's at.
Yeah, he wouldn't be halfway to even where he's at.
So you hear all the Trump haters. He's agreeing with me that Trump wouldn't be Trump without his name and his money or whatever the fuck.
I agree.
I don't know how he got his name, but I know his dad was rich. His dad had money.
But it doesn't take away his genius. Doesn't take away his...
I don't know why you keep saying genius, dude. What makes him a genius, though? I don't get it. I hadn't seen anything to like help you with evidence on that part. Where?
The fact that you can go from being a rich, spoiled motherfucker into losing daddy's money and fucking and fighting your way back 3, 4, 5 times in a row.
You don't think he ever asked his dad or used his name after? see, after he already spent that money or whatever, got people around him, that's smart. Yeah, okay, I guess. Even though I said that's common sense. You don't think anybody helped him? Money, like colleagues? I was talking about colleagues.
No, I don't think. I think after a point, people see you as a prick, and they're like, "Fuck you."
Let me ask you a basic question. This is going to be such a basic question. You're going to be like, fuck, I didn't. If I had Trump, which you know this ain't going to happen. Let's say I had Trump right now on here. Like, do you think he'd even fucking give you the time of day to talk to you about anything, bro?
Absolutely.
He would give you the time of day. You think
Absolutely.
Trump would give you the time of day?
Absolutely.
I don't know.
A black guy supporting Trump. He's like,
oh, black. That's different. That's not fair. You can't use that.
I mean, it's the reality. It's like
I'm saying. Do you think I couldn't get him on? Not as white, but it had nothing to do with color. Fuck race for a second.
No, you can't say fuck race. Race is important. Race is.
I think on this podcast, if I got him on this podcast, first of all, I would need to get
a black card. I will use my black card with Trump. Like, Trump, speak to me. I support you, and I'm black, and I'm young, and I believe in money.
Right.
He'll be like, this guy's gonna kiss my ass a little bit. Okay, come talk to me. You know.
Right. Yeah. If you got under his wing, yeah, but then. Who's teaching you ultimately after that? Is it him or is it the people around him? I don't know. Dude.
I don't know. Trump. I want Trump to bring me with the fucking know-it-alls behind him.
You gotta remember though, you're going also on that ride, dude. So once you're on that ride, dude, you might not get off the same way you got on.
And that's what the genius part about Trump. How the fuck is he still on that ride, bro?
Right now he's kind of in the dog shit, but now I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. He wants to run for president in 2020. Dude, nobody's going to vote for him, bro. They're already canceling shows out there would they cancel? Dr. Seuss? Wasn't he black?
That's what they said when we were kids, that he was black.
No, they did, though. Dude, yeah, but they canceled 6. Yeah, I know, but they canceled 6 books.
The racial...
6 fucking, dude, they're going to be canceled. I was watching something on Adventures today. They said something... I'm like, that will be canceled in 10 years. I was just fucking watching Avengers stuff. Like, that's going to be canceled. Like, just out of the top of my head, I don't know why I thought about that. That's going to be canceled. Dr. Seuss. Something Avengers. Right. I grew up on green eggs and ham and all that shit, dude. Now they're canceling books. Like, I ain't the one fucking up this world, dude. Like, I ain't fucking up. What am I doing? The fuck? I'm not out there digging holes in the earth. I mean, dude, we're getting really into I'm getting a little deep end, but still, that's what it all comes down to.
I don't think we should get rid of the racist history of America. Like, if the shit happened, the shit happened. Keep that shit.
Well, you can't get rid of it, dude. It's,
but they're trying to ban it. They're trying to ban and censor it.
Right. Because they don't want I understand the idea here. They want this is not just white people. This is a lot of people think about this, all different colors. That if you can just keep bringing this shit up and it's never going to end. So when do you say history is history and leave it? Which I agree, it is, but it's part of our history as a fucking human being. Like it's there. It's not going anywhere. Like you said, it can't just be disappeared. Like you can't just keep canceling shit because it ain't fucking, to our society. I don't know. What do you think?
It's 50-50, Is there a way to eliminate racism in reality? I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe if we stop
talking about it,
teaching our kids, like, he's black and black people do this a certain way. What do you mean black? I wasn't taught like that. See, that's different. I went to school. There was blacks, there was whites. Nobody taught me color. Like I didn't look at somebody and say, "Oh, this guy's black." I never looked at it like that. I never did. I never looked at somebody in different color and said, "This guy's this guy's that." It's just weird.
But this is America. Like, even though you may be one of the white people who haven't seen it like that, there's millions and millions of other white people who went through the opposite type of upbringing.
Right. And maybe and I'm not saying everybody, there's people you just said, people that are out there that were growing up that way and they were smart enough to be like, why are we being taught like that when I know black people and they're not nowhere near as like as my grandparents are making them out to be or such and such. You know what I mean? So I like those people. Those people were evolving. But yeah, we should get rid of it to a point. Like you said, we should get rid of it to a point. But it's still your history. Still your history.
We're not eliminating the racist shit of fucking history, bro. We're not doing it for the Jews and Hitler and those motherfuckers. Right. We're keeping that shit as knowledge, and we're keeping that shit as knowledge in America.
Do you know what I was thinking the other day? I was thinking like how evolved we came, and I'm like, this is like the other day. I didn't tell you about this yet. I was like, You know, black people are probably the evolved people. Like, they're the evolved humans. It's fucking sad, but it's true. Like, I'm white and I'm saying it. It has to be right. They're evolved. You know what I mean? Like, they're evolved physically, stamina. God forbid, let them get smart. I'm thinking back in the day, let them get smart.
I agree with you.
Jesus Christ, dude.
I feel like black people, we have everything except the brain power.
Right. And even you got, fucking Tupac, Biggie were rapping about this, like everything. Like, black on black crime, dude. They would put this in their shit. Some of the shit wasn't good, but a lot of that shit was, you're only human.
And I'd like to correct that. I wouldn't say black people don't have the brain power. We don't have the mindset for this modern fucking world we live in.
You mean ghetto? You mean to put people in the harder areas? Is that what you meant by mindset? That's what I was assuming. Like, people that are in poverty, like the people that just were born into that shit. They have no mindset to get themselves out. Not everybody. There's people out there, but is that what you meant?
I meant like black people in general across the planet. I wonder why black people on the planet haven't figured this racist shit out yet.
All right, I got an example for you for that mindset. You got me with that mindset. It's if you're in the ghetto, right, and you're growing up, and you know nothing but drugs, selling drugs, and like I've been in Philly, South Philly. I've been around, dude. Like, wasn't raised in the ghetto, but I was in there, around there. So
I've been to Hartford.
If you go to if you go to Uncle Sam, you go in the army, and you see that's your best choice scenario to get out. Like, you might die in the ghetto before you're 18, but I'm talking about the hardcore ghetto. I can't speak for like 18, people in LA.
You're speaking facts,
right? So people don't. This is facts, right? People don't live to see 20. Their only way out is through the army or something. That might be their only way out. Their only skill set.
Yep.
And then what they do? You know what they do with that skill set? They go in there, they learn, they train, and then they go back and they're either they do something with their lives, or they go back on the street and they got their fucking crew that knows how to handle themselves. And who do you think taught them? The government. It's fucking nuts, dude. It's a fact. It's on TV, so you can look it up. But it's on TV. You can look it up how I said that. Fucking idiot. That's true. That's been fact.
Guys train the street guys.
Yeah, dude. And they go back on the street and they know now they have military training, dude. That was fact for years. But what I'm saying is these kids don't have the opportunity like some other kids would have, like a Donald Trump getting $100 million and shit. So their only option is to go in the military, and that's it. That's their only option. Some of them, not everybody.
Believe that's a whole bunch of bullshit. I can't even cap. I see what you're saying.
I don't know about today. I'm talking about 10 plus years ago. This is how I was
even back
seeing
then.
it. And then,
today's I think that's incorrect.
They're on the street and they get caught. They get in trouble for selling drugs, and they got two options: either go to jail or better their lives. And this is the option they're given at the time. Like, what option are you going to take? You go to juvie?
Bro, you could do real estate, bro.
You know what I mean? Like,
you could be a salesman. Like, you.
Right, but I'm saying you got to remember now. You got the gangs around you. I'm talking about people that ain't going to just let you leave that easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about.
You can't be a fireman.
You
can't be a black fireman. You can't just. That's not an opportunity.
I'm saying, think about what I'm saying, dude. I don't want to say anything. You just can't roll out of the gang.
Well, if you're in the gang,
you can't just roll out.
Dude.
Yeah, when you're done it for life, dude. Like, you're done. You're in. Like, that's more. You should know about that. What I'm talking about.
That part, I know what you're talking about. But
that's what I'm saying. Some of those guys don't have an option, that
dude. Part. That's the part. If your father,
you don't know.
I'm just saying, if your father been in prison, your dad been in prison, your auntie and all of them, and they all have been in gangs, you inherit that legacy. You have a gangster legacy. Right. Like, that's your criminal history, family legacy.
I hate how they call it criminal though when it's your way of living. I don't like that, because that's your way of living. As long as you ain't hurting nobody else, I mean, up to that, then you're not a criminal. If you want to sell weed, sell something, sell it. As long as you ain't killing somebody to do it, you should be all you're right. But I think we agree on that.
But the city and the U.S. government disagrees with you on that when it comes to black people.
So, of course, dude. I see. That's where I can't talk to on that fact. I know we went from Trump to this, but it's still this is what it affects. Though you said you're a young black guy in America. You want to learn. You want to listen to Donald Trump. But think about it, that motherfucker doesn't care. He doesn't really truly care. Now he didn't care, dude. He don't care now. He cares about the money.
I feel like this, to be honest with you. Black people got to just work together and figure this shit out, bro. If Trump is our president, we got to figure out a way to get underneath this motherfucker's wing and get what we can out of this situation.
I agree with that. I agree everybody should. Anybody who's suffering the wrath of this fucking dude. I don't know.
Suffer his wrath, so I want to get on his good side.
I don't know what he did. don't know. I just don't know what he did. Like, I know a couple things that
he started his own plane,
but it's not. Is it him?
Line, like airline. He started his own food.
Yeah, I'm talking about America when he was in office. What did he do besides cause more chaos?
If you want to be honest, I'm a black guy from the hood, bro. Like, my life hasn't been better underneath Trump administration for the past 4 years than it has under 8 years of Obama, to be honest with you.
It has been
double,
you said?
Twice as good under Trump as under Obama. Under Obama,
all right,
I thought I'll be fucking getting free checks here and there. I thought I'll be
yeah. Yo, bro, hook the brother up.
I got loans handed out. Yeah. Like I thought there'd be so many opportunities given to me. Bro, we went through in 2012, like we thought the world was gonna end, bro. You know?
Oh God, I remember that.
2008, the market crashed, the housing market crashed back then. You know?
2020 got the pandemic because people don't care about what happened a year plus ago. It's always like within a year. It's the only caring point. You ever notice that? That's just in general. They don't really care unless they live through it. Like I lived through I wasn't in New York, but like, people ain't gonna remember 2001. If they do, like, what's that have to do with today? Like they don't give a fuck about 2001, 9/11, unless they live through it.
I see what you're saying.
So the only people care about is pandemic right now.
Even this pandemic.
This
pandemic relief has been fucking phenomenal for me.
No, I gotta admit, I mean, it's been good.
Check when Obama was in office.
There wasn't a pandemic either. Yeah, there was a job. Was that Obama's fault or was that?
I don't give a fuck if it was Santa Claus' fault. Obama, you're in fucking office, bro. You need to do some shit to help fucking poor black people get from underneath this fucking sad ass life, like, bro.
Well, Donald Trump did one thing for black people, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it was Donald Trump or just police, but he got more black voters out there, dude. I don't know if that's. I don't vote, so I don't know like if that's a good. I guess it's a good thing. I don't.
And I ain't saying who I voted for.
It's changing. It's good.
But you could use your brain and figure
I have no idea.
You know.
No, but I mean that's fine. See, I don't mind that. I think people should go out there and vote. That's a big thing. But I just don't personally do it because I'm not a Republican. I'm not anything, dude. I'm nothing. I'm for the man or woman, whoever goes in there. Fuck it. I don't care. As long as they ain't affected me, dude, I won't affect you. That's how I look at it. Don't bother me, I won't bother you. I know it's kind of weird to look at that like that.
That's how most people where I'm from look at voting in general. And I think that's why black people sometimes lose.
Right. No, you're right. That's an ignorant way to look at it, but also I never suffered personally from, the government, I should say. Everybody suffered, but I never had to look at it through the eyes of the government and finally, wait a minute, that's fucking my checkup, because I would either make money this way or that way.
I made more money under Trump, way more money than I made with Obama.
Right, and that's where I can't argue. Now, that's Trump, but every time you say Trump, dude, I never picture Trump. I can't just picture him up there being like, all right, this is what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to make everybody's life better. I just can't see that.
Trump is more than one man.
Of course. He's always, that's what I was trying to say to you, dude. I just don't think him personally could sell. This is how all this started, by the way, if anybody's listening. This is how it started. He wasn't a good salesman. That's how I think this started.
Donald J. Trump? That's the person? That man?
I don't
know. The orange guy with the funny hair?
Yeah, I don't think he looks like a fucking, I don't know. He looks like melted ice cream. I'm not into him. I don't know.
If that's what you're saying.
Right. I know you're in his business. Is that his name?
The movement behind him. It's genius.
Well, you didn't say that at first, and I was asking you, like, some people look at him and only see him, which I said to you, right, well, obviously, and I said to you, well, if you're up on the stage, dude, I'm not going to go and dog you out if I'm making money off your name, dude. Like, that'd be stupid. Some people did do it, though. Some people did leave him because they didn't fit into his flow, or they didn't want it. They wanted to fit in his flow. Like, I forget, there was a director of the FBI. What the fuck was his name? It was actually, I think there was a show on about it. I forget his name. Yeah. He'll come back to me. But he was the director of FBI, dude. He played, the dude from Dumb and Dumber played him. Fuck.
Jim Carrey?
Nomi,
the other guy?
No, the other guy, Dennis.
Dennis Quaid?
Not Dennis. Daniel. Dennis Quaid, the funny dude.
But yeah, I know what you're talking about. That guy.
It was Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels played in the show something
he's
to
a serious
report.
Actor now. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he played him, but I didn't look at it. I remember seeing that was like a year ago, but something report, the Nomi
Skip
report,
it.
I don't remember. And I looked at, well, here's the thing. I looked at it and I wanted to see whoever played Trump was really good. I forget his name though. And I wanted to see if Trump was really that dumb in an actor's perspective or from his perspective. And he was really that stupid. Like, even as they played him as an actor, you know what I mean? Like, he just came off very stupid. And it's just, well, wait a minute, this can't be just me, right? Maybe this is a mistake. But then they did this acting thing and how
Donald.
he played
call
Trump.
Him Donald.
He really
it's better. When I think of Trump, I think of the brand.
Yeah, Donald.
I think of Disney.
Right.
When I think of Disney, I don't think of Walt Disney. Right. Walt Disney's only one man.
Right. So there you go. Walt Disney. But when you think of Walt Disney, you think of like Disney World, Disney shows,
genius.
Disney
characters. People put that shit together. Genius.
That's what I was trying to say. Yes. That's where I think I don't know Disney like that. I don't know. I know fucking frozen body or head somewhere. I don't know. That's all I know about him. Well, I know a little bit more, but that's what I was saying, dude. Like, you get back to how this all started. Like, you want to do streaming and all this, but where's the money to be made there? And that's how we started this whole conversation. Like, give me a controller. I'll sell the controller, but I want to know how much Microsoft is making for that controller, because I'm going to pay them back X amount of dollars because I'm keeping the fucking profit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I did my whole life. And I don't know if you want to get into that, but that's
Trump.
Trump.
We went.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where Trump came into this whole conversation. And then now we're like, okay, Trump. Okay, but what about ourselves? What about Jimmy James and Sway?
We have to build a brand. We have to build a brand. We have to build a Trump brand. We have to build a Paramount brand.
Right. It's like funny when I was doing the podcast and I said the Jimmy James show, like, all right, that's kind of nonchalant. Like, it's a regular another thing. But Jimmy James, my dad's like, you stole my name. I'm like, it's my name too. Whatever. I don't know how I stole his name, but whatever. Anyway, we have the same name. So I'm like, I didn't think about it like, oh, wow, the Jimmy James show, that's catchy. I can make money off that. Like, I never thought that. I was like, oh, it's cool. It's a place to go to event. Somebody out there I know people listen to the show. I know, don't hide it. Don't fucking hide it. Don't try to mute it now.
We know you out
anyway,
there. We know you guys are listening.
I see the listeners. Yeah, I know you guys want to listen. Even though it's fucking about mostly stupid shit I'd be talking about, but, it's something. It's like, how can I make money? So Anchor gave me a commercial that I'll put into this, probably coming up within the 30-minute mark. I'll throw that in there and I make X amount of dollars off that just to talk and put them in there for
quick little 30 seconds or whatever.
Anchor. In there 3 times, and then I can get, I really wanted to, I can go out there and look as a brand and start, okay, I want to build the Jimmy James Show brand. I want to go out there and get this guy, this ad, put them in there. I've been hit with 3 ads before for when I didn't tell you this. I don't know if I did, but 3 other ads hit me up to when the voting, Republican, a Democrat one, and a regular one, like just vote. So they wanted me to put the ads in the show, but they did that with everybody. I want to go out there and get an ad like a Nike or something, or like a Walt Disney, and have a Walt Disney in my show. Then I could be making real money. How do I do that? Do I just sit here and keep talking like Donald Trump did?
Donald J. Trump did, and find some smart people around you who got those connections into those corporations.
Right, of course. Right. Like I was saying, I'm not going to, Anchor says just keep talking. We'll throw ads to you when they see me blowing up, whatever, if I blow up, then I blow up. We blow up together because you're on the show too. So we're blowing up. And now Anchor's be like, oh, wow, he's getting a lot of attention. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to throw him an ad, another ad. We can give him like a Converse ad or something, Converse, Reebok, something, anything.
I love it.
It'd be small, it'd be stupid. But so that's how we start. Doesn't matter whose show it is. Like you said, it's like a Howard Stern type thing.
But for some reason, when it comes to streaming now, right? People feel like, I'm on your show, Jimmy James. How much you're going to pay me to be here? Like, to me, that's so weird. To me. Like, that's so stupid to me. Like, what? You're getting publicity and you're getting opportunities too. Like, what?
Just like when you said you did a podcast, remember? Well, I didn't know when I first doing this, I always thought of you like that. I was like, all right, well, you should do a podcast too. And then I'll come on your show and we'll do something. That way it's evened out. But you were right. That's why it's even out. And that's me being a friend, or I could just get guests on. And then I learned in the podcast world that's what you just do. You don't have to You just go on other people's show as a guest. You can actually go in and be on bigger shows.
Like
that makes any sense. Like,
you know.
We'll be right back after these commercials with me and Dwayne talking about Trump and whatever.
I've been doing a lot of research on that, dude. Like, I don't know how much I told you. I told you that I was looking at Verbal. I'm looking at that, and I was looking at where you can go on Facebook and you can, sign yourself up to be a guest. I was like, well, wait a minute. I could go and do that and get my name out there, but what am I getting my name out there to do? I don't have any real structure in my show. I just kind of go off and vent.
But you have to be conscious enough, like Donald J. Trump is, right? And realize I'm not just talking in front of people just to talk in front of people. I'm talking because I'm trying to do something.
Right.
I have an agenda. I have a goal, something I want to sell, something I want people to be informed about.
Now that's different. See, if I wanted to do that, I would have went to. I already kind of went to Anchor, but I would have went more into deep detail about it, and I would have went into like, all right, look, I'm really good at this. It doesn't have to be podcast. I'm good at this. I could blow up. Give me like a month. Give me 2 months. Give me some ads because I'm not going to do this shit for fucking free. You know what I mean? So give me some shit. I'll sell it, and I'll blow myself up, and I'll blow up your products with it because I want to make something out of it. I don't want to be making after fucking a year. My thing says like $4. I don't know what it says now, but like after a year, I wasn't really trying consistently. So it was like $4. I'm like, $4 for what? The fuck? I did something for a year for $4, but I was never looking at this show, the Jimmy, as a sales thing, right? So now, if I really wanted to do it, I don't know. Maybe I would have to be more consistent, which I did notice the money was going up, but now I really want ads. So I want ads now. So give me ads, so I can get paid from that, and then I'll start talking about shit that people want to hear.
And you have to become like that mad Trump. People full of piss and fucking gunpowder.
Yep. Dude, it's draining, bro. It's fucking draining. Not just I always tell people this, dude. Sales is not as easy. You've done it.
It's one of the hardest things.
It's not as easy as people make it. Is. It's one of the hardest jobs out there. One of the hardest mental jobs. I'm not comparing it to firefighters. Those jobs
are
medics
necessary for life. Like,
no. Yeah. I'm talking about sales is semi. You gotta sell the insurance, right? Yeah, see, you kind of got to sell that in a way it sells itself.
It's one of the most fulfilling jobs when it's good for me.
It is, dude. I asked you that question, and you gave like the perfect answer. Is like, how do you feel after you made a sale? Like if you sold, and it's not even about the money at that part. There's that what? What did you say? I remember
like
exactly. But what's it like
for me?
Right. It is, dude. It is. That is. The best way to describe a sale is like a high. It's like being on a drug that you've never been on, and you just want some more of it.
It's like ecstasy, almost like a dab of ecstasy. It's like, oh shit,
right.
Like
it's a euphoric feeling. It's a euphoric feeling that gets you like amped up. And then not only that, that you just felt that feeling. Yeah, it's euphoric. It's something you can't explain. It just feels different from everything else, just like ecstasy, I guess. So, yeah. I don't know, man. But when you're making real money,
I taste that. I want to taste what that sells at that level is.
I know, dude. I've done there. I've eaten dinner. I've eaten it. I've not just taste tested. I've eaten it. It's great, but now it's like, well, all right, I'm selling shit at such a low product, but I'm making so much money. Imagine if I had like a Sony or something out there, something that was. Why don't you go to a store and sell their? Fuck that, dude. I ain't going to take my talent there. That's like asking LeBron James if he wants to go cook steaks or something. I don't fucking know, dude. Like, I don't know. He wants to be a waiter. Like, I'm not comparing myself to LeBron James. I'm just saying, like, somebody who's that good at their talent or their job is to go do something else.
But to me, it has to be lucrative,
Yeah. Oh, you have to. You have to live, I guess. Like I hate that part of it. But
we kind of got onto the business side of things.
Well, you keep talking about Trump, dude. That's he hires people around him, dude, and that's what you got to get. People out there driving to work right now. Anybody out there driving or just listening? What are you doing in your life right now that is making you money? Are you happy? Are you happy driving that 9 to 5, dude? I've had people quit their jobs tomorrow. Are you happy driving that 9 to 5, dude? Just fucking egging on in your life, or are you? Most people out there, I'd say, 50% of people, maybe more, are doing something they love.
I don't think that's the truth in America. Hell no.
No, I don't know. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing 50 plus might love what they're doing.
40%.
I'm guessing. I don't know what. Okay. All right. Like, I would love to be a podcaster I would love to do this and make real money, but I seen the work you got to put into it. But if they're going to give me ads and shit, I'll be like, Dwayne, come on, dude, you're coming on the show with me. We're splitting such and such. We'll go to Anchor, this and that and the other thing. I try to do that with verbal, but they're still in baby diapers right now.
Bro, that's perfect.
I don't know.
Shit. All I need is the opportunity, bro. Like, I think I'm just a natural born entrepreneur, bro. No cap.
There you go. You got me anxious, dude. And I haven't been anxious in years to sell anything, bro. Like, I've been thinking about this a while though. Like, all right, should I get back out there? I don't want to be working up at the store. Fuck that. I want to be making.
Once you know the taste potential of it,
you don't want. Yeah, you know. Yes. It's very hard to explain to you on a podcast without emotions. You need that human emotion. You need that part to it. I always tell Dwayne it's like a human fucking. It's like a human thing.
Eye to eye, body to body.
You can't describe. Yeah, dude, body language. You got to be somebody's best friend. I actually did talk about this. You got to be somebody's best friend in 5 minutes. I talked about this on a previous show, and the only thing I could come up with was like pulling somebody one way. And, you know, one person in my life keeps using that word a little bit, like, you're pulling me a certain way, aren't you? And I'm like, no, it's not about that. It's literally, it's just when you're with people,
it's a feel. It's a feel.
You get this feel. I don't know what it is. Not everybody has it, though. Not everybody has it. It's hard to explain. I try to explain it. It's like I can't explain it without giving something away. Like, you're a bullshit artist, but how do you say that and then try to talk to a person and think, well, he's bullshitting me. No, I'm not bullshitting you. If I was, I'm trying to sell you something, that'd be different. But if I'm just talking as a person, I'm just talking. I'm not somebody else at that time. I don't want to be your best friend. I'm either your friend or I'm not. But I'll be your best friend in 5 minutes if I got to sell you something. You know, it's just, I don't know, man. You said you've done it, but I don't know. You said camera work. I don't know how much you went.
I've sold things online, bro.
Other stuff too.
This thing called MLM, multi-level marketing. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like a pyramid scheme type of thing. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So I've done it too.
It works.
You know.
What's wrong with it, dude? Because you're getting that person to buy into something, and they got to be making something out of it. But I don't know.
I went on the street.
You went on the street. You ever on the street?
I've done presentations and at the hotels and everything else, bro.
So you already know, to see right there, you already know what I'm talking about. It feels so good. Like, once you sell that product, no matter what it is, you can sell it. You don't need to be a genius about it. You just got to know, you got to know it's 1%, dude. All I say, it's 90% skill, 10% knowledge, dude. That is sales right there in a wind up and a pitch. 90% skill, 10% knowledge. If anybody tells you different, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. You only need 10% of that fucking thing you're selling to be, something, whatever you're selling. What did you sell in the lobby of the hotel?
Facial creams.
There you go.
Shit,
there you go. Exactly. How much did you have to make before you could pocket? Like, it was a facial cream, $5, $10. How much did you sell for?
Buying the inventory, and then I'll keep 30% of the profit at the end.
There you go. Now take that on a bigger scale. Fuck the makeup, go bigger. Like, go electronics or even bigger. Now you got to sell yourself. Like, you want to do the streaming, that's great. And I said, well, how do you want to do the stream? Like, we talked about this. I'm not going to get into it deep, but how do you start a stream? How do you start a podcast? You can look at the data and the history it's there, but all right, how are you going to make money off of it? That's where I kind of was like, fuck it, dude. I'm just going to do a podcast, just a vent. And now I'm like, all right, cool. I see some money in this. Who wants to make some money out there?
This is where I feel like you kind of disrespecting Trump a little bit, bro. Let me not call him Trump. Let me call him Donald. This is where you disrespecting Donald a little bit. Like,
Donald,
he's not a guy plugging into a system in a way, the way I see him. You may say that with his father's business or whatever. Yeah, he plugged into that business. But a lot of these other businesses he created after that, like Apprentice and shit, like, he was the creator of it to a certain degree. Absolutely. He's on the inside of it.
You think he was? You don't think somebody came to him and said, yeah, you think we can make a show? We got a lot of people out there thinking we want to make sure. You think he sat back and was like, I don't have I don't want to do a Trump, but I got a good idea. I just want to be this guy who runs around firing people. That seems like a show. Well, I got the money, hit or miss. I got the money. Like I see it like
I feel like
hit or miss. I got the money.
I feel like he was like that.
It's
more so on that side.
All right, well, let me go do that. I'm gonna go pitch a show to fucking NBC or fucking Fox. Oh well, fuck. I mean, I guess I could do it, right? It has to start somewhere, but I'm gonna need somebody somewhere to buy the camera, the video, the tape, the hours,
that's what NBC
every
has.
fucking thing, dude. I gotta get somebody
that's what.
And right, they invested in. I still don't agree with you, dude. I don't know how you bark up this tree. The only thing I can agree with you is
the training. He's the business expert.
He's the name.
So you think this?
But I don't think it's Trump.
You think this guy Donald J. Trump, right?
Donald. I don't think it's him himself who's selling it, dude. Yeah, you
think this guy is just like an actor, quote unquote, playing a role, playing a businessman role.
I don't know. I mean, I'm saying he has to know some bullshit to some degree, but he's probably prepped like a fucking kid going into a fucking kindergarten lunch table. Like he's prepped up. Like, we're going to have a food fight today, so make sure you're ready, Donald J. Trump. Like, this motherfucker's prepped on everything. This motherfucker was prepped through life because his daddy had money, because his daddy made money, and his parents, they made the money. They were, you know how we were talking about the 1% people like out there, the 1% of 1%? They're already rich. So they go out there and they take their money and they're like, hit or miss, I'm going to try this. But that's hit or miss. They're good. Hit or miss with us, we're dead. Like, that's the big difference. He had $100 million fucking dollars. I don't know how that just gets.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't believe it was $100 million.
How else did you think he did? I'm sure he sold himself to a degree, but there's $100 million. No, that's exactly what his dad gave him. He all paid himself. Oh, you can look it up, dude. It's been out there a million times, bro. I've seen that a million times. His dad gave him X amount of money, dude. But think about it. You take somebody and you put $100 million behind that person, they're probably going to do well in life. $100 million probably, if they know the basics. Like, yeah, well,
that was a billionaire.
I can tell you that. You can look it up, but I think, I don't know his name. I forget his name. I don't know him. I don't know Trump. Like I don't know. You probably know him better than I do. You probably I know him from the older days. I never liked him.
Somebody making
way before that.
Somebody making $10,000
as a salesperson
versus another guy who's making $100,000 a year. That's a night and day lifestyle, bro. But so imagine now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I like it
versus somebody else now who's making $100 million a year. That's a whole bigger gap, even bigger than that.
Right. No, I agree. I agree with that. Obviously, yeah. I mean, it depends on how you live your life too. Don't forget.
So him having $10 million to play with and monopoly money, buying real estate and shit, versus him having $100 million to fuck off and make mistakes and bounce back. That's a lot of fucking money.
A lot of money, dude. Back in the day, $100 million is a lot of money, dude. Even if you, like you were saying, if you had $100,000, if somebody inherit, that's not a lot of money back in the day or today, especially not today. But it's still $100,000, not even like half of a house, dude. Like, I think one of my first houses with one of my exes out there was like I forget how much it was, like $121,000. It was up there. So it's not that much money, dude. Like, you could fuck up with that money, no problem.
Yeah, you
get $100 million behind you, dude. Yeah, you're gonna be
2-3 times and figure it out after that.
And you can meet people too. You can meet people, be like, yo, find it. He could have met somebody smart and says, yo, this Google thing looks like a good idea. You should put your money into this, because he was smart and he just happened to be friends with Donald or whatever. And that guy, and he put his money into that because that guy was making money off other things. And you say, all right, cool. But that's their world. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have anybody give me that kind of money. If I knew the shit I knew today, obviously I would invest it. I should be investing it now because I see shit that's going to be popular. I ain't telling nobody on this fucking thing unless they're paying me money.
Sorry, viewers.
I'm thinking about it. My buddy was talking about it. Yeah, no, fuck that. You can look it up yourself. You working that 9-to-5 job. Sorry, I got off that. Like, yeah, you're probably plugging in to make it to work. But
come to Sway B podcast.
Yeah, go look up some shit, make some money
while investing.
Yeah, come to my show. You don't come here. Not please follow me. I'll give you a T-shirt.
I'll give you a T-shirt and a back rub. the shoulder rub thing,
Back rub. See that? You come to my show, you'll get a fucking hooty hoot, a hooty hoot. This person followed me. Actually, I was supposed to. I said to some people who followed me, I was going to shout them out. A couple people did follow me. I did shout some of them out, but then I had an idea. I was like, it was a shout out or some shit. I had an idea. You kind of took me down a peg on that. I was like, oh wow, that's already out there. I was like, all right, cool. But I still have that idea in my head, just not that. Fuck, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Bro,
45 minutes. What the fuck did we get done?
You know, breaking down the genes of Trump yet, bro. Let me not say Trump.
Dude. This is the most and last
Donald J. Trump, the orange guy with the funny hair. That's who you think of when you think Trump.
I just don't think I don't think he's that smart of a person to make the decisions. The shit. His money. Right. I know. But when I explained it to you, you were not. I was saying that he's only one guy.
But the Trump administration, the Trump
I think you understand.
Business, the Trump empire.
I don't know how he'd be a genius though. If he was like a Steve Jobs, now that's a genius to me right there. That motherfucker wasn't about money, but other people behind him was.
Those are very
Steve
close,
Jobs.
To me, those are very
There's another
close
good
guys.
one. Trump, Steve Jobs. Jobs. Yeah, okay. Jobs went out and created shit. He didn't give a fuck about money.
There you go. He
went out
definitely
and
fucking cared about money, bro.
Money too. He didn't care because he had people behind him. But he was a creator. He was a genius. I think that's a genius.
I would never say Steve Jobs not a genius. What I mean?
Like, I could be a genius.
He's a fucking genius, bro.
Well, I would never say Donald Trump is a genius because he's nowhere near it. Nowhere near it, dude. Fucking dude's
maybe that's because he didn't create any technology. You would say entertainment.
No, it's not that. What did he create? That why he wrote a book, the art of the deal, or was it the deal? What the fuck? I read some of that. Like, there's no way this fucking idiot wrote this. You think he wrote that in his words? Get the fuck out of here, dude. That dude can barely say the English language in one
that this guy can't even spell his own name.
Dude, he's a fucking retard. I'm trying to tell you, dude. He's stupid. He's not as smart as people
believe
think,
that, like.
But he's an image.
You guys really believe that, like.
You know? Well, I'm not saying he's dumb as like he's pretty fucking dude. Like I said, the Capitol Hill thing, that really just was like, wow, people are still following this fucking idiot, but they were literally following him while he walked the other way. Like, are you kidding me, dude? Like, you think he was gonna walk up the Capitol Hill with you? Get the fuck out of here. There's always the smart people behind him weren't letting him do that.
This is my golden goose, you know? Freaking
right. Twitter had abandoned him. Every fucking social media, they had abandoned him, dude. Like he was a child. He had to get banned from you don't because he was tweeting the stupidest shit. And that was him now, 100%. That was nobody behind the scenes because you could tell that was Trump. You know, he just I don't know. They had to take his phone away from him. What a retard! He couldn't even hold his own image when he was trying to hold it himself. He couldn't even get barely for 4 years without getting impeached like 5 times. Come on, dude. Either he's doing something really bad or he's really smart in another way where people were following him. Like, well, he's really trying to change America, but he's not doing it in the right way. I don't think.
Now you have a good point.
I could be wrong with that too.
On the way he goes about things. No, I don't.
Right, because he's a fucking idiot. I'm trying to say that.
You're talking about the old guy now.
I know. I didn't know, but you gotta remember, I never liked Trump. I always thought he was. I always thought he was shady. Let's put it like that. Guy. All the way back, way before he was president. I'm talking about.
What the hell?
Maybe that's where I relate to him. Maybe
he's a bullshit artist.
This is all bullshit. That's where I relate.
He is a bullshit artist, but the guy.
Okay, I give him to him. Then he's genius for thinking of smart people to be around him because I think that's a common decision, common denominator in my thought process. Yeah. Think about it. If you got a whole bunch of money, like you said, some people who got there and they're stupid and they blow it. Okay, you got a shitload of money and you got money and I want to have people around me that know what the fuck they're doing. Like some people like to fix their own plumbing. Some people get people to do it. I've worked in plumbing. I know what that's like when you try to do it yourself. You fuck it up.
Most people do that, bro. They feel like they're smart guys.
Right.
They're the ones to do the job
because they can't.
That's fucking stupid.
Here, I'll give you a perfect example in plumbing, dude. We used to go out. People would call for their sink. These were like middle class to higher people that had money. They would call out for their sink being plunged. we would charge them $150 to literally get a plunger and unclog, go click, click, and unclog their sink and bill them $150. Now that's fucking sales, dude. Like that's money. That's genius, right? We didn't have to fix nothing. Came out there with a plunger. That was like the easy date. $150 right there. That was it. I was apprentice then, but I'm like, damn, dude, you could have did that yourself, not spent a fucking dollar, but you called a plumber because you don't know nothing about this, which was a smart decision. But then we're reaping the benefits. I don't know.
That's the part.
People need to educate
like
themselves. And you got to remember too, Dwayne,
before he just spends his money on certain shit. No one can educate you. No one can educate you, bro. You have to educate yourself.
See, that's where we differ.
Education's from within.
Right, but if you have people around you that are telling you that made good decisions in your past, you're going to listen to them. Like if you tell me like, all right, Jim, this is where you should get from your computer from. I'm probably going to listen to you 90% of the time. And I probably, because I trust you. I trust what you're going to say. I'm probably going to go listen to you. But I still, somewhere inside me, I'm like, well, I wonder if there's a different price. But Dwayne already looked up all these computers, so he knows what he's talking about. Well, I'm still going to look it up, but I'll still trust your word that this is a good computer. Like, that's where I don't think Trump wins that.
I don't think he was like Trump, the orange guy with the funny hair. I don't think he really trusts too many people, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has built a tested and proven circle around himself.
They're loyal.
Where he can trust them to a degree where he can step back, but he didn't start off that way.
Yeah, I'm saying he didn't make. I'm sure his dad. I just don't plug my phone. I'm sure his dad and shit like they or whoever people around him, family, were like made smart decisions, and then he made the money, and then he built off his name, which is fine.
Have smart parents, and they do fucking dumb shit as kids.
Right. See, that's where we differentiate. I think we're in agreement there. I'm sorry. Is that I don't think it takes a genius to make those kind of decisions. That's what I'm saying. Like compared to a Jobs. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Like Trump is not as smart as he claims. People think he is. That's all I'm trying to say. That's it. Bottom line. Well, you say genius, and I'm like, what kind of genius you talking about? I don't think he's that smart. I don't.
He's a sales genius.
You know how I overthink things, dude, but. Or he has people. I don't think so, dude. I don't even think he's a sales genius. I think he has people around him, maybe like me, that knows how to sell things to people, or people like you that knows how to go up and do technical shit. I don't know, something technical, like something on a computer or whatever you do. I don't know, like hacking into porn or whatever you do.
Only on the weekends.
Yeah, only on the weekends. Yeah. I have no idea, dude. Like, I never really asked you like what you got into, but I'm gonna save that for a different show. Fuck, it's 52 minutes went already. God damn, I was getting thirsty.
Donald J.
Trump making me thirsty. Donald J.
You're not talking about what?
I'm not talking about this dude ever again. I'm never going to talk about this dude ever again. This is like the most I've thought about him, and I'm like, this fucking dude's running our country. I just don't know what was.
He has a team around.
I didn't think he lasted. No. I know this. I'm saying he's the face. He's the face of the country.
Get caught up in this one guy.
That's what every president. No, I'm not getting caught up. You got caught up, motherfucker. I'm the one who told you. I'm the one who told you he has team. You said you agree. You're like, yeah, obviously. And I'm like, yeah, but he's not as smart as everybody's making him out to be. That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
And you agreed. That's all. At least you see it.
Individual.
Some people don't think about it, dude. Think about it. Some people don't think in that, and they just listen to like, oh wow, that makes sense. Yeah, he's a genius, and they just everything Trump says
Donald J.
is
Trump.
Fucking the word of God or something, dude. I don't know. Right. Let's go to the Capitol Hill, and then he never said let's go kill anybody, but he did say let's go up there and fight or whatever the fuck he said, and they went and did that. I'm not defending nobody or going against nobody there, but he should be held accountable for that. I mean, this is a certain degree. Is all I'm saying.
I don't know how often rich white guys get held accountable for doing dumb shit.
That's when I said the rappers, dude. Look at when the rappers were going and rapping and saying this and that and fuck the NWA when we went back in the day, but fuck the police, and they sued them for it. They were just rapping. They were artists doing their thing. They were found not guilty, but still, That's pretty much Trump. It's a freedom of speech, but how are you using that when you're the fucking leader of the USA? Like, leader of the country? I don't know, dude. You know my theory on this. We're all going to shit in like 120 years
from
less.
My perspective. But I think his admission is the leader of this country.
The face for
the administration, his team.
Who? Oh, I always thought the Senate and everything. Yeah, that stuff. But I always thought the leader of the country was
I wish
us.
the people led the country.
So, I mean, I got to talk to you, but well, that'll be later. Dave Chappelle had that thing with, because that kind of falls into that. You look up Dave Chappelle and what he just did for his rights for the Dave Chappelle show, man. That was fucking awesome. He said, I'm coming to my real boss. And he was talking about the crowd.
Yeah,
it just came out like 2 weeks ago.
Bro,
plus a new one just came out.
I'm a black guy from the hood, bro.
I don't know if you like Dave.
You don't like Dave Chappelle?
Yeah, we talked about
something's wrong with you, bro. Like,
I love Dave Chappelle. Right. Watch what he did about the how his Dave Chappelle show was canceled, bro. That will lead into a lot of things about how I was talking about we're the boss and shit. Like we're the, Right, but that's what he did. He went and asked us for help. He asked us to boycott the show. For you to know. Right. So, no, what he did, he wasn't getting paid. People that don't know Dave or does know Dave Chappelle, he asked everybody to boycott the Dave Chappelle show on Comedy Central because of the way he wasn't getting paid or anything. Netflix, so he went with Netflix. Netflix took the show off for him to boycott it. They took it off. They didn't ask for anything. And anyway, that happened a couple weeks ago. And then like a couple days ago, they finally paid him all the money that he was supposed to get paid. And he had every right. And he came to the audience, dude. He came, like, that's how you should work it. He did it the right way. I don't see any other way or any other scenario he could have did it. He tried every other way. He tried the legal way. He tried this way. You got to go back and listen. Anybody hasn't watched Dave Chappelle, look at his updated stuff, and you're going to be like, wow. Like, he'll tell you the story. And he doesn't hold any judgment or bias against Comedy Central. He was just telling the story. He's a young kid, made a stupid decision. That's all.
You know?
Sign a document.
I want to reach out to these people who's watching me and talk to them like, hey, guys, come, let's do this.
Oh, dude, I don't put your shit up in there, dude. I do the podcast. I usually put your Swayze podcast, but you got to get your shit out there, right? Right. And then you got to, I told you, there's only 3 minutes left on this, but I told you got to kind of do your shows on your own a little bit. That way you kind of, and you don't have to, but get a feeler, but you don't have to. Like, if you want somebody there, that's fine. Some people like to have a guest or have a partner. That's fine. Yeah. Because then you have somebody to kind of drive you. I like to vent sometimes.
I wish I cared about shit that much.
Yeah, that's all.
To vent.
But, well, that's why you don't see me on like I try to, it's not venting. It's just, I guess venting's a good word, but I vent on something or I just want to talk about something and I want to talk about it. And whoever wants to listen, listens. Like, I wasn't looking at it at the sales part. I was looking at more of the just podcast, me shooting the shit and then see what happens after that. And, I don't know. There's like 2 minutes left, but anything else, I mean, I don't know if I want to start another show. I'm actually going to have some water and eat something. Or go get something. Fuck, I didn't realize it was this late. Not late. I've been up all night, dude. I'm going back on my regular schedule. So I'll be doing my podcast back Wednesday and Saturday. And this one will be for, I guess, Wednesday. I don't know. I'm not going to edit
So what's the conclusion of this?
I usually don't.
Trump podcast episode.
I think I learned something off of you by your saying, like you said, how he is not as, like I was saying, he's just. I don't think he could sell fucking nothing. I don't think he could sell air if you need the old guy now. Like, he would nothing. Like, just. But maybe you had me think about it. You had me thinking about it. Like, all right, he had to probably make some decisions. Obviously, I'm not saying he's a complete fucking tool. He probably had to make some decisions, but I think me and you on the same page. Like, all right, you definitely agree he has a team behind him.
Talent, bro.
I don't know if we'll ever know how he got that team, but right. We were talking about, we both were like saying the same. You were saying it to me right before we did this podcast, and then we went into Trump.
I don't.
And I think we're both agreement on that because we don't want to give all the secrets out there now. And yeah, dude, and everybody running around making millions of dollars. And I'm like, how much you make this week? How he made like $10.5 million this week. Really? Rough week, huh? Yeah, rough week.
Rough fucking week, bro.
Lay down on my fucking rough fucking week out there. 10.5. That's it. Really? Man, I made like 25,000. Yeah, 25,000.
I wish.
Now, last hour.
I wish
Oh,
that
here's
day would
another
come.
25,000.
No cap.
I'll be like, two fucking pennies. Oh wait, I got anchor pennies. Oh wait, that's digital.
All right, bro.
All right. Hey, this shit's about to end in like fucking 10 seconds. So I'll hang out with you. Everybody's out there listening. Peace out. It's Jimmy James Show and Swade B.